I think Misa's gonna try to tell Light that he was Kira.
Yeah, but can she convince him?
So we are back to watch episode 21 of Death Note. And we're experimenting with something new. Carrie, will you explain? So, we've had some issues with some of our content getting copyrighted, so we're experimenting with a headphone situation here, so that we can edit the music out of the videos a little bit better.
We're going to look just like Halo and Kiss.
We're going to look cool. That's what our goal is. We want to look cool like them.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a challenge for us.
Speak for yourself, Carl.
They got us on age.
Any comments with regards to the previous episode we watched, or should we just start watching?
If they're going their separate ways on the investigation, how are you supposed to do that if you're handcuffed together?
Well, those two aren't going their separate ways.
Well,
they don't.
I thought he was. He said he was going to be on his own.
On his own. He did say that.
My memory isn't the greatest right now, but I almost feel like they kind of changed at the very end of the episode.
Oh, okay.
They're still going to work together, but because
Light called that guy during the business meeting and made him push off the killings for a month.
The con artist guy, they're going to plant him, and he's going to convince them that he's going to try to find L and the two other aliases for L, who are also very popular or well-known investigators, like the best in the world. But all three of them happen to be L. Let's get this ball rolling.
Let's go. I'm like ready to...
Whoa. Settle down. These are wired headsets. You have a short leash.
I felt that in my ear.
You're like...
The title of this episode is Performance.
Why don't we contact Coyle and see what he has to say?
Yes, that's a good idea.
Yes, I understand. In that case, I think I have an even better idea.
Dun, dun, dun.
Even after those meetings are over, I have to come home to punish criminals. Being Kira is so time-consuming. But things sure have become more interesting lately. It's pretty clear.
Looks like the long-haired guy.
Yeah.
Second Kira, and that Elle must have caught her at some point. The only way she could have gotten out of that situation is by forfeiting ownership of her Death Note and losing all memories of what she
knows
did.
it all.
I'm going to make Misa Amane my wife.
What? Oh. She's not going to stand for that.
Yeah.
What's her name, Rem?
Everything I could ever want.
Can he see
Rem?
Shinigami?
Yeah.
I'm sure he
He's
can.
got the
It's
Death
his.
But no,
Yeah,
it's not
he
his.
said
It's
Rem.
Lint.
He's just said something.
Proof.
Good.
What did
Ew,
he say?
He was ugly. Make sure you hide the notebook in the usual place. Don't do it, Rem. Throw it out the window.
Does she have to?
Now this is the only thing I can do for Misa's sake.
Oh.
She's gonna make her touch it, or somebody touch it.
Try again from the
Misa's
top.
gonna remember.
Tell me, Misa, is it true you once said that you came to Tokyo in order to meet Kira?
What?
Misa, please stop overacting. It looks too cheesy, not to mention fake.
But I thought that was a realistic performance.
Just do it again.
Whatever you say, oh so great director.
If you don't get serious about this, I'll kick you.
I'll kick you.
Good luck, Misa!
You're natural.
Ready to celebrate when they decide to hire you! I don't think I'm cut out.
I like him.
Now then, I don't believe you and I have met before, have we, Misa?
Oh,
Second guy from the left.
I'm the executive advisor for the advertising department. We've been doing a little background check on you, and according to our sources, a burglar killed your parents during a robbery. You worship Kira because he killed the suspect. Isn't it true that you came to Tokyo in hopes of finding and meeting Kira? It seems you were detained by the detective L for a short period of time. We'd like you to tell us the full story of what really happened. It would be a problem if the new face of Yotsuba turned out to be Kira.
Yes, we would appreciate it if you were honest with us.
All right, I understand. I'll tell you everything.
what's the point in that view?
Yes, I was held for questioning. I didn't think it was L, but he did ask me lots of questions about Kira.
Did you manage to see who it was that was restraining you?
No, I was blindfolded the whole time.
But if he asked you questions, surely you heard his voice, right?
Only through a speaker and voice filters, so...
Come on.
Everything's going well so far. I just
Is she
have to
really
keep it
talking out
up.
loud?
Rem's gonna touch her.
Oh dear.
It's probably a bad time to do that too.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Being touched by this scrap of paper alone will not restore her memories of the Death Note.
Why not?
But at least now Misa can see me once again. Calm down and listen to me.
Calm down. How can I? This thing looks like it's gonna kill me.
Please believe me, I'm your ally.
My ally?
Well, because you said so, okay.
Misa's all right. Maybe we should have wired her or used something to track her movements.
Just as I thought. The Kira before I was detained and the one that surfaced afterwards. They must be two different people. The MO clearly doesn't match.
He's punishing people who never intended to kill. Those who sincerely regretted their crimes, or people with excusable circumstances. The original Kira would have never punished those kinds of people.
So that makes it okay.
That's the sort of distinction I'd make if I were him.
Yes.
If the original Kira acted is disturbingly close to my ideals.
Ding ding ding.
Light Yagami is Kira.
Was.
Tell me, what is Light doing at the moment?
She can't talk.
What are you? I mean, I can tell you're not a stalker, but you don't look like a human at all.
No, of course not.
I thought she was
I am a
obsessed with
Shinigami.
those things. Like she had them in her room.
Before you were captured by L, you and I worked closely together.
What are you talking about? I don't understand. You know me, and Light is Kira?
The Death Note. It grants its owner the power to kill someone simply by writing that person's name in it. You managed to find Light by using your power to determine that he was in fact Kira.
Light is Kira? And I'm the second Kira?
That's right, or rather that used to be the case. Light arranged it so you would both lose this power. This was all according to his plan. Misa, do you still love Light enough to die for him?
All these questions.
Unbelievable. You've got to be telling the truth. You already know everything about me. I totally believe you now.
That was
And
easy.
yes, I do love him to death. I only wish I could remember
So,
it.
can they hear her talking?
You haven't changed.
Or is there anybody else in the
Misa.
bathroom?
You're right.
It seems your feelings for
The toilet
Light will
flushes,
never
she's
change
doomed.
either. The current Kira is a vile and pathetic human being. I don't know what he's capable of. Be careful and beware of the others from Yotsuba. Trust Light. Let him do whatever he feels necessary. When
She
you
has a
go
hard
back
time
to the
doing that.
interview, you will be able to see for yourself who the real Kira
Oh.
is. Be on your guard and do not trust him.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry it took so long. I was just fixing up my makeup a little. The person in front of you is Kira.
Second from the left.
Higuchi's Kira?
Did she yell that? Oh.
Can Misa tell Light then? Is she allowed to do that?
She can tell him, but how would
She's
he
gonna
remember?
yeah, she's gonna be able to convince him if she tells him.
That's the harder question.
She hasn't been great with the logic side of things as L and Light.
Well,
But you know what? I don't necessarily agree with that anymore. I think that we just, at first, we all thought she was like a dumb
ditzy
blonde, I think, and because she looked young and cute, we were like, she's not very smart, and we just assumed the guy was smart. I don't know. I think it's like
You think she's smart?
stereotyping, and when we see a pretty young girl, sometimes we don't give them the credit that we give a nice-looking young man.
I think that's a fair statement. I do think that she's overly dramatic.
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean she's not smart.
How I assumed that she wasn't smart kind of bothers me, and how I assumed that he was from the get-go, you know? Because she was pretty and young.
You're stereotyping.
Yeah.
I can't believe you did that.
Know, right?
Before, Light seemed really, really annoyed by Misa. And he just agreed to be your girlfriend or her boyfriend just to like kind of shut her up or whatever. But now it kind of seems like he has feelings for her.
Well, when Elle was kind of getting close to her, he kind of pulled back on the handcuffs to protect his woman.
But then also he was like, she was like talking about, you know, like the one plan or whatever, and he was like, that's too dangerous, or you know what I mean? Like he was kind of being protective of her.
I forgot she got all excited about he was caring for her.
And at one point in time before, he was talking about like killing her.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of an extreme, trying to kill her to trying to save her.
Yeah.
Don't forget that the bad guy said that he's going to make Misa his wife, which will be interesting to see how that plays out.
Ren can write in the death note, so why doesn't she just kill the asshole?
She's got her own death note.
Yeah.
Because
I don't think she can.
She can't kill.
Why can't she kill?
Because then she'll disappear.
That
right?
was part of the. That was like some of the rules, wasn't it?
Even this note.
They're back.
Hey! I'm exhausted.
Hey, how did it go? Yotsuba agreed to hire Misa on as their spokesperson for the new ad campaign.
Woohoo!
That's good to hear.
I wonder what they're paying.
And I made sure to give them my cell phone number. Would you believe 3 out of 7 guys already messaged me asking for a private date?
Oh, she's showing him something.
If we go any further, you'll be in danger.
Oh, there he goes
You'll
again.
still appear in their commercials. But from now on, you should deny that you were suspected of being the second Kira and was detained by L.
If that's what you want, Light, then that's what I'll do. Oh well, I'm
Too
feeling
agreeable.
pretty tired. Tomorrow's shoot is bright and early, so I better get some sleep. Hey, Light,
I think-
wanna come sleep with me tonight?
Oh, what are you talking about?
Just kidding! You're saving it for after we catch Kira, right? You don't have to be shy about it.
Yes, Light. There's no need to be shy.
I'm not being shy.
No need to be so serious either.
Why is she dressed like that?
Yes? Misa, you actually made it.
Yeah, I thought it was like a Halloween outfit. Or
She is going on a date.
Oh, what an amazing car.
If you like it, I'll give you a ride anytime, or buy you one of your own. By the way, loving that nurse's outfit, Misa. Where's Misa?
She's on a date.
You gotta be kidding!
The sleazy pervert who's been sending me text messages ever since that party. He's been even more persistent than any of the other guys. He's Kira. It can't get any worse than that. Are you planning to take me somewhere and do pervy things to me? Well, even if you are, that's okay. I'll be fine since I can kill people.
What are you saying, Misa?
Come on, you're just kidding with me, aren't you, Misa? You can kill people?
Yup, it's true. And you know why? Because I'm the second Kira.
That can't be. Even if she was the second Kira before, there's no way she still is. You'll only show proof to Kira. Why?
I'd show him because it's always been my dream to become Kira's wife. I know he'll need me by his side once I tell him.
Somebody's gonna die now.
If she really is the second Kira, then it's pretty clear from the Sakura TV incident that she has the Shinigami eyes.
Well, since I happen to be Kira, does that mean you'll marry me?
Silence.
Really?
Yeah.
how's he sweating on one side?
Yeah.
What? Then prove it to me. Come on, let's prove it to each other. Well, if I thought someone was Kira, I think I'd be willing to show them. We'd never get anywhere if I didn't.
Then why don't you kill someone? After all, I could be the real Kira. This is Ginzo Kaneboshi, president of a
Major finance company. He's infamous for his immoral collection methods. Sometimes he even makes people pay with their insurance money. How about him?
Would you be able to confirm his death right away?
Yeah, as soon as I call him.
Okay then. Could you turn around for just a sec?
Does she have that little scrap of notebook paper?
She's gonna have.
Oh.
You want me to kill Ginzo Kaneboshi, don't you? Then Higuchi will believe your claim about being the second Kira. Very well.
All right. He should be dead by now.
So calmly
Hello,
said,
this is
all right,
Higuchi
he should
from
be dead
Yotsuba.
by now.
Our president just collapsed and stopped breathing. Call back later.
That's what I would say for phone ring.
Mm-hmm.
Told ya.
This proves it.
Favorite
If
thing?
I I'm Kira, you'll marry me, right?
What? Hey, why are you getting so serious all of a sudden?
Because I'm Kira.
Then prove it. For all I know, you're just making all this up so you have an excuse to take me to your place. Wait, I know. Why don't you stop killing the criminals on TV? That should prove it. If you're Kira, it should be no problem. You can start killing again when I tell you to.
All right, Misa.
I'm Kira, so in order to make you trust me and prove that I'm him,
I'll stop killing criminals for the
It's
time
in her
being.
pocket.
Then once you're fully convinced I'm the real thing, you and I can get married.
And so, based on what he said, Higuchi is Kira.
I know Kira's identity, but all those deaths that were worrying the chief are gonna stop. That's amazing, Misa.
What's that mean?
Good job, I guess. So,
She is pretty smart.
She only
Carrie.
played the part
Yep.
that didn't show she was Kira number 2. It
Yeah.
just showed
Right.
that he was.
Well, that means she's smart, right?
So when's Ryu coming back?
Yeah, I don't know where he's been.
And how long's it been since he's had an apple?
I think Misa's gonna try to tell Light that he was Kira.
Yeah, but can she convince him?
But how if he's handcuffed?
Oh yeah.
I thought maybe she was showing him when she showed
Yeah.
him her phone, but he didn't have a reaction. So
I mean, if she does convince him how that he is Kira, how is he gonna get out of the handcuffs?
I think her whole plan in doing this was to
Get him to stop killing until she
that.
says,
Killing,
yeah.
yes, but
But ultimately, I feel like it was to get the police to focus on this guy and then not think that her and Light had anything to do with it. Thanks, everybody.
thank you.